Hey friends, it's Sara Oehler here at the home of Softflex Company. I am the sales and marketing manager here at Softflex. I've worked for them for almost 20 years, believe it or not. And today I'm excited because we have a brand new kit option that we're offering for the very first time. So many of you have seen my design challenges before, where a company will send me a new product or something really interesting. I'll open it and I'll make something on the spot. Well, I decided this time that what I was going to do is go ahead and buy some of those samples that they normally send to me so that we could put them in a kit with some of our products, and you guys can buy the kit that I'm actually opening today. And I'm able to make so many more of them because than usual. We have such a limited supply when we do our monthly challenge kit. So I'm hoping that by doing this, we'll be able to get more and more people involved in these challenges and have a great time doing it. I see my friend Deb is here. Hi, Suzanne. Nice to see you guys. So today we're going to be opening a TierraCast Western Winds kit. And this is going to feature their brand new product. They just launched it last week. We don't normally sell TierraCast. This is a very first time I've ever actually sold TierraCast. But it's going to be packaged in the kit with some other things. So we're going to take a look at that here shortly. And I'm super excited to share that with you. I'm also excited because we have brand new videos that we have been working on this week. Kristen did a video on Monday, and she'll be doing that every Monday on YouTube Live. And so you go to our YouTube page, there should actually even be a placeholder because she's scheduled it. You click into that 11 a.m. on Mondays, and you'll be able to catch Kristen doing her show, which is going to feature our wire, but also some of her artistry that she does, her painting. She works in all sorts of different realms, so that's going to be a lot of fun for you guys. And then today we shot a YouTube video, just a static video that will go up on Thursday with my coworker James Browning, and he is going to be doing a program every other week starting out called Conversations in Wire. So there's so many good things going on around here, and I'm no longer the only person doing videos, so I'm super excited about that. But we have so much, like if I'm a bead stringer, but if you're into wire, we're gonna have someone for you. If you're more of a mixed media artist, we're gonna have someone for you. And if you guys have suggestions of what you'd like to see in our future videos, let me know, because we are really excited now that our new website launched, that we have more time to really focus in on doing more and more tutorials and spending time with you guys online. So having said all that, I think I'm going to flip down and we'll start opening up this TierraCast kit. You can buy it now on our website, www.softflexcompany.com. If you don't see it right away, you scroll down just a little bit. There's a new product section. You'll see it there. I have 50 of them available. Normally we have like 30 kits, so it's still not a lot. So do grab it quickly. If you like what you're seeing, don't wait, because I never know how fast they will sell out. And I hate to see, we get emails from people that are very disappointed that they missed their opportunity. So I hate to see it be one of you that are here on the live video today. So make sure you buy your kit. We are selling it for $34.99. I'm going to open it up right now so you can take a look. Also, if you need any crimps, our crimps are on sale. Are you there? Oh, my phone is so weird sometimes. Okay, so crimps are on sale right now too. They're 20% off, as well as crimp covers. You just go ahead and put those in your cart and the discount will automatically appear. So while you're grabbing your TierraCast Western Winds kit, you can also grab that. Look at this cute card that they sent with. So what I usually get from TierraCast when they launch a new product is I get open this up. I get one of these little sample bags. Every time they launch a new product, I get one of these little sample bags, and it has all of the new products, or a speckling of the new products that they are launching. This is one of their mini kits, I believe, from their mini collections. They've been doing one a month, and this is the one for August. You've probably seen it on some of the other broadcasts out there because all the designers out there get this little sample kit. So the last three, I think you probably remember, I broke up the last three mini collections and I put one in each of your monthly challenge kits. And that was really fun because everybody got something different. But in this case, I thought, wouldn't it be cool if you guys could get the same sample kit that I get in the mail and check it out with me? And then I put in some other Softflex items that we'll look at too. Let me pull this open. Some other Softflex items to look at too. So we can make something. Even if you're a brand new beader, you won't need to buy any other beads. You'll just need tools. But the kit will have all the supplies for what I'm gonna make today. The beads, ear wires, crimps, and then of course our 10-foot spool of turquoise colored wire. So we'll pull that out, but first let's take a look at these beautiful TierraCast pieces. So this is Western Winds, which I think is like the perfect one for me to start off with because I am a Southwest girl. I was born in Phoenix. I lived in Phoenix for 20 odd years in my adulthood, and I love the Southwest. So I was really excited when they said that this was going to be the kit that we launched for sale on our website. So it has really cool stuff, like hefty duty stuff. This is like a 3-inch feather. Look at the size on this, you guys. It's awesome. And then we've got two of these little feathers that have, it's kind of a double feather with a little extra light guy there. Double-sided, they're beautiful on both sides. I've got two of those, and then we've got the Thunderbird charms, which are awesome, which I'm gonna make a sweet pair of earrings with today. And then we've got a really cool button, which would make a fantastic button clasp on a bracelet. I don't know that I'll get to do that today, but that I can just imagine like a beautiful wrap bracelet with turquoise and like red jasper wire with this awesome button for your clasp. And then we've got 6 of these very little detailed beads here too. Really, really cool. So these are brand new this month, and wanted to tell you, I want to make sure, this is what they're saying on their literature, because I thought this was really cool too. Western Winds is an expedition through the southwestern United States, a region known for its arts and crafts. There's much natural beauty here, from the red rocks in Arizona through the high plains of New Mexico to the rugged terrain of the California desert. The components in Western Winds collection embody the spirit, colors, and texture of the Southwest and complement leather, seed bead, and fringe designs beautifully. Saddle up, get to that workbench, and channel your inner cowgirl. So we are going to channel our inner cowgirl today, and not only, was I born and lived in Arizona, I also grew up in Montana, so I can really speak to this whole cowgirl bit. And how cute are they, too? These are actually the ladies at TierraCast. Aren't they adorable? Anyway, okay, so we've got this great designer kit, and then let's look at what else comes in here for $34.99 on our website. We've got Softflex in my very favorite color, turquoise color, because what Southwest design is a Southwest design without turquoise, right? So we've got our turquoise. I did 4 ear wires because I plan to do 2 sets of earrings today. And of course, you guys do not have to do what I do with the kit. In fact, I suggest you do what you want to do with the kit with your own beads. We're going to run the same giveaway that we normally do with the monthly challenge kit on our VIB Facebook page. So anyone who buys a kit, you can make as many designs as you want from the kit using the pieces and parts, and then your own beads and findings, and post pictures, and each design will enter you into winning the next kind of similar kit next month with Silver Silk. Nilay Patel and I are teaming up to create a fantastic kit for next month. So let me grab a bead holder here. And frankly, we love to see what you guys are making on the VIB page. It's so much fun to see where you take the beads from the live sale and the monthly challenge kit. And I think this is just going to add another layer of fun to the mix. So we've got a big mix of beads here that Rosa put together. I told her to do some kind of southwesty colors, so it's sort of like a little pile of gold that I can mix in with this beautiful turquoise and then make a really nice long necklace and a couple pairs of earrings. But I don't have a set plan. This is sort of still one of my design challenges where I may have to play around with it. I'm definitely going to use these very sparkly, beautiful crystals. So we're gonna get those out for sure. And then she put in a couple really cool kind of like bronzy pearls. Yeah, so there's a lot of good options here. I'm just gonna take a few beads out in each kind just so I have them kind of set there and I can play around with them and decide exactly what it is that I'm gonna make today, and then I can always grab more out of the dish as we need it. Right? Right. Okay, so we got a couple browns, a couple kind of gray colors, all sorts of cool stuff. Let's see. Jill Wiseman says, TierraCast platings are so good. They hold up over the long term and they have the greatest styles. I totally agree, Jill, and I'm super excited about the email I received from you earlier today, and I can't wait to look at that. Jill and I are working on a really special project for all of you guys, and I'm really, really, really excited about it. So thanks for joining us, Jill. And Kristen says, I had TierraCast components in my stash for over 15 years that still look like new, which is fantastic. Because it's not like it's a sterling silver piece, but the quality is just amazing. And if you want to learn more about TierraCast, there's actually a live video where I went to their warehouse and showed you the whole process of how they make their TierraCast pieces. It's in like 3 sections because we kept losing Wi-Fi as I walked through the buildings. But it gave you a really good idea of how our neighbors in Santa Rosa are making these fantastic components. Really great, great quality. Deb Flores says superior quality. And Deb, you know all about the Southwest because Deb moved to the Arizona recently, about a year or so ago. Oh, and look, TierraCast is here. I didn't even notice. I was so busy just chatting away. I didn't see you enter. Okay, so let's get going making something fun. So I envisioned when I started out that I was going to make a really long, you know I love a long necklace with this turquoise and this big, beautiful feather. And then I was gonna do at least 2 pairs of earrings. And that's why there's no clasp included in this kit. But again, like you can always use your own materials with the kit to make whatever your little creativity comes up with. But I am trying to always keep it so that I'm just using what's in the kit. So if you're a beginner, all you're gonna need are the tools in addition to the kit. You'll be able to make exactly what I'm making really easily. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and unroll some of my softflex. This is our medium diameter, which is our most commonly used diameter of beading wire, also known as the 0.019 inch. I personally feel like that's kind of hard to remember, the hundredths of an inch diameter. So I usually just try to stick to very fine, medium, and heavy to keep it pretty simple. So medium's the most commonly used of our diameters, comes in the hugest color assortment, and this particular color is absolutely my favorite. But most of our colors come right from gemstones themselves. Mike and I went into our gallery one day. We picked our favorite gemstone strand, in this case probably like a Sleeping Beauty turquoise, and we matched it to the Pantone book, and then we made that specific color. So this particular color has really been fantastic. I use it all the time. Okay, so I'm just measuring to make a fairly long necklace, and I want to get enough wire off of here. Let me see if I have a measuring tape, and I'll measure the length. I have one handy here. Of course, I can't see one, but let me look real fast. For someone who's new, it might help. I often just measure it around my neck. There's a measuring tape. Just to get an idea of how long I want it to be on me, but to give you an idea of what I'm doing. Here's my measuring tape. It's going to be a pretty long piece. Now, I have an unlimited supply of Softflex, so I'm pretty generous with what I do. So we're looking at 30 to 31 inches. Let me pull that out. I'm going to get my cutters and just trim this off the spool, and that way it'll be a little easier to show you all what I'm doing. Okay, so I know I want to use this feather because I think this 3-inch feather is just begging to be in a long necklace. I thought about layering the 2 feathers, but I'm not sure. It does make a really nice jingly sound, which I always kind of like when they hit together. Click, click, click. So this is what it would look like if you layered them, which would be kind of cool. But I could also keep them and make a really cool pair of earrings. So I think that's what I'll do. But I could definitely see if somebody wanted to like make a cool double layer pendant. That would be awesome. I think I want to use this in the necklace. These are Swarovski beads. And they're such a gorgeous color. Aren't those so pretty? So I was thinking about those. I think this would offset those really nicely, these little discs. And again, like I never feel like you need a ton of stuff on a necklace. You can keep it super simple and still have it look really, really lovely, especially when you've got something like this giant feather that's so gorgeous. You want it really to be the star of the show, and because Softflex is so strong and so flexible, you can just have it run up the back of the necklace and it's like no big deal. I'm just going to take some of my crimps out of the bag. These are sterling silver crimps, I think. We're no longer doing the silver filled because it just economically didn't make sense because sterling silver is at a good enough price. That we decided to consolidate down to just sterling. So I've got my sterling silver crimp tubes in my 2x2. These are Softflex crimp tubes, so they're double the wall thickness of most. They're also seamless. Rosanna said I would want a different color metal for one of the feathers if I were going to layer them. Oh, that's a good idea. And something I should mention, I don't know if it shows it on the card. Oh, it does show it on the card. I have the silver pewter colors, but there's also a copper color and a brass color. So you've got some options in colors. We don't have the options in our kit. We only did the silver option in our kit. But these other options are going to be available out there on the market if you're looking at the Western Winds materials. Okay, so I've got my 2x2 millimeter crimp tube, and I'm going to go ahead and string right through my feather back into my crimp tube. This is so awesome to be able to connect right to your pendant because you're going to get a really super strong connection. and you won't have to worry about it like sliding out of an open jump ring or any of those kinds of issues that can come from not connecting directly. Okay, so I've got my wire went through the crimp into the feather, and now it's back into the crimp again. Patina paints. Ooh, I wonder if I have my patina paints here. We could break it out and do like a turquoise color on this big feather. That sounds so fun. Let me take a look after I get this going. Okay, so I've got my crimp dead center inside my magical crimping pliers. The magical crimping pliers will take this tube and make it into a round bead. But you have to go around it several times. So the first time I compress it, it makes what looks like sort of a little square, and I turn it on its side in the same notch in the plier. It's the same exact notch in the dead center of the plier. And now I'm going to compress those 4 corners in. And then I'll just go around and around, tightening it down, making it into a perfect little round bead and cinching the ends of the tube into the nylon coating of the wire. So this turquoise color in the wire is actually the nylon coating on the wire. It isn't dyed or changed after. The actual nylon itself is made into this color, and then it's put onto the wire. And underneath that turquoise wire is 49 strands of stainless steel beading wire. So this is a very strong, very durable wire. Okay, so I'm gonna string my beads, and I'm just putting a couple of beads down here on the bottom. I'm gonna string my little amber check bead, my beautiful Swarovski bead, my other little amber check bead, and slide that down to my feather. And that's just gonna add like a little bit of sparkle. And I like that. I'm tempted to put this little pearl in here too. Let's see how it looks. Can I do patina on the fly is the question. I'm gonna have to think on it because I need water, but I probably won't if I just do one color. Maybe James is watching, or Kristen can tell James that I need some paper towels and a little cup of water in a disposable cup. And then I can probably try doing some patina on the feather. And I think it would be so pretty to match the turquoise color of the wire to this. Okay, so do you like it with the pearl or without the pearl is the question. Should I keep the pearl on, or is it making it a little too non-Southwest? You need turquoise beads. Yeah, definitely. And if you have turquoise beads, ooh, we could do one of these too. Ooh, let's slide a couple of these in. That would be cool. Hi, James. I need paper towels, and I need a disposable cup with water in it. I'm gonna patina, I think. Okay, so we've got this. I want to play around with this bead just to see how it looks. Let's try it at the bottom here. It's got a pretty big hole, so I imagine it's going to slide over this crimp. Yeah, slide right over the crimp. And then you have to think about, if you do something at the bottom like that, how's it going to be on the other side if you're doing a symmetrical design? So that's the other kind of question. I don't think I would like how they're going to butt up against each other, so I'm going to go back one bead at least and see how it looks if I break it up a little bit here. What if I do something like this? So we got a bunch of these little cute beads here.
Alrighty.
Thank you. You're the best. Hopefully I have a paintbrush in there somewhere. Okay. So I'm looking at maybe something like this. I think that's kind of fun and sparkly, and then when we patina paint the turquoise on the feather, that'll definitely bring out that turquoise. Okay, so I'm going to string my second crimp tube onto the wire, and I'm going to run just a little tiny piece of wire through it. I like to always try to crimp with the magical crimpers on 2 wires. So in a case like this, I will run my second piece through and then just pull my wires down towards the beads. The best way to get in as close as possible is to actually put the crimp inside, just lightly inside the crimping plier, and then pull on the wire so you get it as close to the beads as possible. And because the wire is sticking out there, it's actually kind of a nice buffer. Once I cut that out, it'll relax a little bit, which is what you always want with jewelry. You don't want it so super tight that it's not flexible. You want to keep that flexibility because it's really important when you're wearing it that it feel flexible. I almost like it actually just like straight up, just instead of 2 of these, you could do just a straight up connection here and then wrap the wire around and connect up here. Ooh, that would be so cool. Too bad I've already crimped. That's always the problem. Wouldn't that be kind of nice? Just like a one long piece. Anyway, so that's for someone else to try when they get their kit on the website today. Okay, so we've got one side down. Let's go ahead and do the other side. I'm just going to lift it up to just test the length one last time as I connect it to make sure I'm comfortable. Oh yeah, I like it. Comfortable with that length. We'll attach this and then I'll start digging through my stuff over here to see if I have the right patina paints with me. You know, you can actually even patina paint these metal beads, and you can actually even patina paint your crimp tubes if you want them to match the wire. There's so many options with those metal patinas from Vintage. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to string this crimp on just free floating because I'm going to match the 2 sides, and I'll crimp that one actually last. So first I want to get my beads on. Here, and I can't wait to see what you guys make with this. I'm so excited. That's my favorite part of the VIB group. I mean, I love the community of it, but getting to actually see what you guys are making is really fun for all of us. Okay, so I strung my beads in the same direction as before, and now I'm going to take my crimp tube. What size beading wire are you using? I'm using the beading wire that is in the TierraCast kit. It is a medium 0.019 inch soft flex in the turquoise color. And it's actually in this kit if you purchase it. Everything I'm using except for the tools is in the kit if you purchase it. So I really try hard to remember that there's lots of people out there that don't have a big bead stash yet. And so we're trying to include a few beads in each kit and make it really accessible for anybody to join us in these design challenges. Okay, so I took my wire through my crimp tube into my leaf, back into my crimp tube. Now I'm going to go ahead and center it. You always want to make sure your little ringlets, your little attachments are the same or similar. If they're right next to each other like that, especially, I'm going to go ahead and compress. And then I will go ahead and compress again. And I'll go around and around it, tightening it down, making a little ball. I do it a lot because I want to really get a strong connection, especially when you've got something this large at the end. So this is a pair of magical crimping pliers, Brenda. They take a tube crimp a Softlex tube crimp, which is really thick and really strong, and it will actually turn it into what looks like a little round bead. You see that? But it anchors the edge of the tube into the nylon coating of the wire, so I can actually yank on this and it's not going to come loose. So it's a really nice way to be able to attach. And you can go ahead and come in with your cutters and trim the wire. Those are available on our website as well, should you want a pair of pliers. Okay, so now I just let my wire come down, and I'm going to get another little extra piece of wire here, just like last time. I'll do the crimping one more time, Brenda, so you'll get a good view of it, and I'll go through it step by step, just in case you missed it. Okay, so I've got, oh, wrong side. I'm like, what happened here? Okay, wrong side. So I've got my crimp. I'm gonna slide it out just so I can put my extra spare wire inside of it. And I do this because I want enough wire that that crimp tube can really grip down and stay in place. I'm going to slide the crimp inside the pliers and then just pull as close to the beads as I can get. And there's one notch inside these pliers, only one, and the crimp tube fits just directly in the middle of those pliers. I'm going to compress. If I did it correctly the first time, I'll have what looks like 4 little corners, like a little square ravioli. I'm going to turn it on its side and compress again, and then you just go around and around it many, many times, compressing the edges of that crimp tube into the nylon coating and tightening it down on the wire so you get a nice strong hold. And then in this case, that little extra piece of wire, I'm just going to snip on both sides. Make sure you hold your wire while you snip so it doesn't go flying at your eyes. And then you've got your fun little necklace. Easy to wear. This wire is very, very flexible. I do store my necklaces hanging up, but you can also wrap them in a circle in a baggie to store them so that the wire doesn't get kinked or have any issues. But the wire's really, really good when it comes to not kinking. Very kink resistant. Okay, so let me see what I can find in my patina paints real fast, and we will see if we can add some patina to that beautiful little thing there. I'm pretty sure I have them here somewhere. Yes. Look at my bag. Patina paints. Fun. And my paintbrush is even in here. Sweet. Never know what you might be doing when you do a Facebook Live video. Could be so many different things. Let's move all this stuff up and out of our way so we can work up a little higher here. All right. Oh, I see lots of excited faces going. If you're excited about patina paint, please click to like this video. Okay, so we're gonna try, I know I have like a beautiful, deep turquoise. Look at how pretty that is. So I'm gonna shake that up really good to get it all mixed together because I haven't used it for a while. And I'm just gonna put a little bit out on this plastic baggie here. So maybe TierraCast can tell me, is it okay to use the vintage reliefing blocks on this type of coating on your metal? That's always been a question. I know I've done it before, I think, and it worked out okay, but I just wondered what your professional opinion is. Let's just toss some patina paint out here. It just opens up at the top and then you can just squeeze it out. Really great, really easy to use. It says patina for all metal Deep turquoise is this particular color. It's made by Ranger for vintage, but you can use it on all sorts of different kinds of metals. And the instructions say shake vigorously until mixing ball rattles and pigments mix. Apply in small amounts with a paintbrush. Layer with other colors for optimum patina effect. Set with a heat tool for added durability. Clean brush with water after use. So it's just like painting. It's really, really, really easy to use. And I think what we'll do is we'll try to paint it on and let it dry and do the patina or the reliefing block over it, unless I hear otherwise from TierraCast in the next 5 minutes, and we'll see what happens. And maybe my mistake will keep you from doing it if we're not supposed to. Okay, so I'm just gonna take a little paintbrush. This is just a cheapy paintbrush that I bought, you know, at like a Joann Fabric or something. And I use it for my patina paints. And you just paint it on just like you would, but you're painting on metal. I think we'll just do one side turquoise and we'll leave the other side silver, and that way it's sort of a double-sided design. And you can decide, you know, which way you want to wear it. One other thing I like to do is I usually, if I don't want to do the reliefing block, you can take a wet paper towel and just sort of wipe it clean, wipe it clean. You can get sort of a distressed look. You can even leave it dark turquoise like this if you wanted to and not do either. That's also obviously an option. And I am using the deep turquoise. Let's see what other colors I have while that's drying. I know they did like a Southwest set. I've got rust, which is sort of an orange color. Let's see, TierraCast says yes, but use care that you don't sand all the way through the plating. The plating is a good thickness, but you would still want to use care. Gentle buffing will be fine. Okay, great. How does the patina wear over time is what Sue asked. I haven't noticed it wear badly at all. I've patinaed quite a few different things. It dries pretty good and it's pretty permanent. Okay, so I had rust, I've got cinnabar, and you can buy these in sets of 3, like 3 colors that work really well together. I've got white gold, which is a really pretty color. They all need to sort of be mixed up because I've got rose gold, which is pretty. They've got this is just a small selection of what they've got, you guys, in these colors. Malachite, moss, like a nice deep green. This one's really pretty too. It's marine. It's like kind of a lighter baby blue color. That might be kind of fun for a layer. Oh my gosh, I don't even realize I have so many of these. I should be using these more. I've got pyrite. This might have to be a future video on YouTube too, huh? Okay, so I've got clay color and verdigris, which is also really pretty blue. Deb says you can seal it if you want, but it's not necessary. I've got jade green, and the last one I have is amethyst. So many pretty colors. I feel like the rust would look kind of cool if we did a layer of rust over the turquoise. Should we try that and see what it looks like? Let me shake it up. Shake it up, shake it up. The rest is kind of orangey. I'm a little worried that might be too dark. See what clay looks like just to be sure. Ooh, clay might be better. It matches these brown beads just like a little bit better. Let me see what this will look like. And then we'll try buffing it and see what happens with that too. So I think this is pretty dry. It dries like pretty fast, within like less than a minute, really. We're gonna do just like a little bit of clay, and then maybe we'll add in some of this orange rusty color too, and just in small, kind of small amounts here. Do some layers. Let's get a little bit more turquoise back in there. And the fun thing about painting is you can always cover it up again. If you don't like what you did, you can always paint over it too. Liking it. Let's let that dry, and then we'll go over it one more time with a little bit of turquoise. So we get just a little bit more turquoise coming through it. And then we'll try buffing it, because I think at least the center part would be really cool if it buffs out. Hey Stacy, how are you? Oh yeah, congrats to Rosanna Brafford for having her design featured in one of our latest emails. That's one thing we love to do when you post your designs in the VIB group, is to be able to show them off to all the people on our email list. Anna says maybe a hint of orange to lighten up the leaf. Yeah, I must have been reading your mind. I went for it with the orange. I like it. I like it so far. I'm going to put in just a little more turquoise. I'm just letting it dry a little better. And then we'll just kind of go over it just lightly. Get just a touch more turquoise in here. Like up here. Kind of dark. Sweet, this is so exciting. I love it. Okay, again, we'll let it dry, and then we're gonna try to buff out at least the center of the leaf and see what that looks like. And then we can move on to doing a couple pairs of earrings as well. But great, I don't know who brought this up to patina them, but it's a great idea. Thank you. Thanks for the fantastic idea. Okay, dry fast. I'm going to close up all my bottles really good and put them back in the bag here while that's drying. So this reliefing block has 4 sides, and some of them are softer and some of them are grainier, and it explains it on the box when you get it, how to use them. We do not sell these, but you can find them pretty easily at lots of different places online. I'm just going to check. It's still a little wet, so let's just give it a few more minutes. But what's great about this, you guys, is we've got one side with color, and then we've got one side that's sterling, you know, just that sterling sort of pewter color, silver color. So that's really cool because we can wear it either way. You know, you can turn it one way or the other way depending on how you want to wear it that day. This side's a little funkier, whereas this side's a little more elegant. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just lightly, like Tracy said, you don't want to go through the plating. So just lightly buff it. So what we get is just a little bit of that silver kind of popping through. And definitely on this midsection, I knew that would show up. So really you're just sort of buffing the paint off. You don't want to get so deep that you get into. But look at how cool that looks. Then the pewter silver just kind of peeks out and it makes it really fun, really cool. I love that. I'm so excited. Okay, so we've got our necklace done. Let's do a quick couple pairs of earrings. Let me throw this patina stuff away before I get paint all over me, because I can just imagine. I'm just going to slide this over here and we'll look at it again later. But I love how that turned out. Really, really cool. Okay, so we're gonna do a couple quick pairs of earrings and then I'm gonna pop off. I hope you guys are out there getting your new TierraCast Western Winds kit. I have 50 of them available. Well, really a couple got bought in this morning. So less than 50 available when I started the show. And I'm sure these are gonna sell just as quickly as our monthly challenge kits do, which usually sell out anywhere between 24 to 72 hours. So make sure if you want one of these kits that you go to www.softluxcompany.com and purchase one as soon as possible so you get the kit and don't miss your opportunity. And it's right on the homepage, so it's really easy to find. So this seems pretty simple, that I'm going to make a pair of earrings with these feathers, and I'm definitely going to make a pair of earrings with these beautiful Thunderbirds here. And then I'm going to save this and I am going to make a bracelet, wraparound bracelet, using it as the clasp for sure. It'll be perfect. Okay, so with this, I probably could just do like a simple bead here at the top, and I would like that. And then maybe with this one, I'll do a little bit of these guys on either side of those new beads here. Okay, so, and I haven't used up all my crimps. I just pulled out a few, so there's plenty of crimps for all the projects that I'm doing today in the kit. All right, so I'm going to take my crimp tube. Let me just move this out of my way. Take my crimp tube and slide it into my feather, and then go back into my crimp tube. We're gonna make a connector using soft flex. So you don't want this to be so tight that this feather can't really move around. You wanna leave a lot of space there so it can really sort of move around and feel comfortable. We're gonna take our magical crimping pliers, slide them into the center of that crimping plier and compress. So we get what looks like a little 4-corner square. And then we're going to do it again the other way. You can totally use the regular crimping pliers for this too. It'll look like a tube that's folded in on itself. You can always do crimp covers over the top. So if you already have the regular crimpers, don't feel like you have to purchase a pair of magical crimpers to do these projects. You don't. But I like using the magical crimpers a lot, and I do highly suggest them if you're looking for a really nice way to connect our wire to a variety of products, whether it be a charm or a pendant like I did on that last one, or if you want to make jump rings out of it, or I mean there's just so many different things you can do with soft flex in crimping. So I'm going to string my bead onto my wire, and then I'm just going to connect again at the top to the ear wire. So I've got one more crimp tube, and I'll put my ear wire on after just to keep it simple here. I'm going to back into my crimp tube, and I'm just going to make a connection that looks very similar to the first one on the other side. So let me just kind of play with that to get it to about the right size. So you want them to look pretty similar in size. I'd say that's pretty good. I'm going to grab onto that crimp in the center of my magical crimpers. If possible, it's always good to straighten your wires inside the crimp because it'll help it to lay nice and straight in the design, which is good. And you again want to pull it as close to the bead as you can get. There's a lot of things you got to think about when you're crimping. As close to the bead as you can get, but still keeping that loop about the same as the one below it, or somewhat similar to the one below it. Once you crimp, you can't go back, so make sure you've got it just how you want it before you actually get into the crimping part of it. Crimps are on sale right now, and crimp covers. On our website, 20% off. You just put them right in your shopping cart and the discount will appear. So we've got the best crimps in the world. I tell this story all the time. I'm teaching this earrings class again on September, I don't know, 6th or 7th in Concord. And I demand that the bead store buy Softflex crimp tubes because I taught a class and let students bring their own crimp tubes. And it was a total nightmare. So it's really good to have, really important to have good quality crimps. And that's what Softflex sells. Okay, so for the ear wire, I'm just gonna pinch it open using the end of my magical crimpers, which are like a little mini chain nose plier. And then I can just slide this little loop onto the ear wire that comes in the kit. And then I can just close it up. And I've got my first sweet little TierraCast earring. Okay, so I'm going to do one more earring over here with these Thunderbirds. And then I am gonna probably sign off and get back to work on my project with Jill Wiseman that I'm super excited about. Okay, so I've got my piece of Softflex beading wire. I did a really generous piece. This is probably like 6 inches. It's pretty long. You probably don't need it to be this long, but for the purpose of doing a video and not having enough, I try to be, I try to do a lot of wire. I'm going to center my Thunderbird and I'm going to send both wires up if I can. I'm hoping I can. Not going to be able to do what I was thinking. Okay, so design B, we're going to attach and work our way up again. So we're going to take our crimp tube, attach to our Thunderbird, because I do want that. I like that amber color and I think it'll look pretty. These earrings will look really pretty with this necklace that I made. So again, I'm going to bring this down. I want enough room that this can still kind of move around. Look at how cool this Thunderbird charm is. And imagine the patina stuff you could do with this. Like, because it's a bird, you could do some different colors and really make this something really unique and special. Chrissy, the kit is $34.99. Yeah, and everything that's in the kit is in the picture on the website. So you can see exactly what's in this kit when you purchase it. It has all of these new components from TierraCast that just launched this month. So they're just becoming available out there on the market. And you'll get the same designer sample kit that I would normally get, and then some other goodies from Softflex, like our beading wire, some beads, some crimps, some wire, all sorts of stuff. Allison says, hi, y'all. I just stumbled in on Facebook Live. Never thought of using beading wire to make earrings. I like how it gives movement to the piece. Thanks, Allison. Thanks for joining us. I hope you'll join us again. And you should go join our VIB Facebook group because we have amazing viewers and customers out there that make really cool designs, very similar to what I'm doing, from our kits and our live bead sales. So there's lots of cool stuff to see there. Okay, so I strung my beads on. I got my amber bead, my cute little TierraCast bead, another amber bead, and then I'm just going to crimp at the top to attach to my ear wire. And Softflex comes in tons of colors, so using it in earrings is super fun because the wire actually adds a little bit of an accent when you're using it in a color. In this case, kind of adding my Southwest flair. Okay, so I've got my two sides, same thing as last time. I want to get them sort of evened out the best I can. I also want to pull close down to the beads. And there we go. I'm going to compress and compress. You can find all of this stuff in a kit on our website, the TierraCast Western Winds Kit. I have a limited selection of them, and our kits usually sell out fairly quickly. So make sure you get over there if you want one and buy one ASAP. I'm going to slide my earring. I just did the same exact thing as last time. I opened up my ear wire. I'm going to slide my earring on. Doop. And Softflex does give it such good movement. Super duper cute. Yay! So I know these colors are a little like Santorini too, which I know you really loved, Rosanna. So I can see you really having a really fun time with this particular kit. So I'm going to do the second earring off camera because you guys don't need to watch me do that again. And I want to remind you what we made earlier, this beautiful feather necklace. I'll be posting pictures on our Instagram and also in our VIB group if you want to see the finished pieces. These are double-sided, which is so sweet. So you can patina paint on one side and then just flip it over and have it look so good on the other side. And you can do the same thing with the earrings. You could patina paint one side and then flip it over and you'll have something totally different. You just flip it, you'd flip this around on the ear wire. Okay, so let me, here I've got some more videos coming up. I locked this into place, didn't I? Let me see what, there I am. Hey, I got a haircut. Do you guys notice? It's all frizzy today, but it's cut and ready for vacation. I'm going on vacation this week, starting tomorrow. Okay, so here's our upcoming video list. We've got a Softflex new starter kits that we're just putting up. They're online now for bead stringing and craft wire. Great for a beginner, someone who's never done it before, has everything you need, including a project card in it to make something with our bead stringing wire or craft wire. And I'll be talking about those next Thursday at 1 p.m. and actually open them up and show you what's in them and make something. So be here with me Thursday on Facebook, 1 p.m. I will be back on August 28th to do another Softflex Live Design Challenge with the Mermaid Lagoon kit, which I'm super happy and excited about because it's so pretty. And those are sold out, but you can buy the new kit for next month on that day. So August 28th, 1 p.m., watch our website. That's when it goes on sale. We'll have a Mike Sherman Private Collection live sale on August 29th at 1 p.m. So you get to see me twice that week. And then I also really want you guys to check out Kristen's new video series. It's live on YouTube. It's called Free Spirit Beading. It's 11 a.m. every Monday, and it's great on YouTube because you can actually schedule it. You'll click into it before she even gets there, and then it'll just pop up when she starts going. So it's fantastic. She's going to do a lot of mixed media things that I think you guys are going to really love. And next Monday, she's doing some knitting. So if you want to learn a little bit more about the knitting spool, that would be a good place to go. And then James Browning did his first video today. I'm so proud of him. I think he did such a nice job. He's not doing live videos yet, but he's going to go ahead and do some static videos that we put up on YouTube. You'll find those loading up on Thursdays for the most part. Every other Thursday is what we're shooting for. And he's calling it Conversations in Wire. So it's all going to be about our craft wire. He did a beautiful wire wrapped pendant today that'll post hopefully on Thursday, and then you'll be able to see it up on our blog as well, so it should give you a nice reminder. So many great videos, and I'm so excited to see my coworkers jumping in. Most of us here at Softflex use our products and make jewelry. So in addition to making lots of other things, I just sewed a blanket, and Kristen paints paintings, and we all, and James does pottery. So we all do all sorts of crafty things, and I'm excited that we get to share a little bit of that with you, not just through me, but through some of my wonderful and talented coworkers as well. So thank you very much for being with me today. please go to the website, order your Western Winds TierraCast kit before it sells out, because I'm sure it's probably going to go pretty fast. And I hate getting the emails from people that are sad that they missed it. So go do it now. All right, talk to you guys all later.